I would like to emphasize to you that it's important that those of us who are sharing in the work of Brother Louis Farrakhan Muhammad exhort and help each other to carry on the work. And when the minister speaks to us, it's critical that we be on time. We are living in the last days of the work of the messenger. There will come a time very shortly when we will not be blessed to have the physical presence of a man from God in our presence. And when we study history and we look back and see how the people in the time of Jesus and the people in the time of Muhammad, and even up into modern history, the people who were here when Marcus Garvey was teaching, the people who were present when Adam Clayton Powell was leading us in the political arena, we always look back and criticize and wonder why those who were with these great men did not stand up and support them, and why the works they stood for ultimately did not succeed. Well, that was because the people who were around them in that time did not stand up and support them. And as Minister Farrakhan said on Sunday, if we're to go to our complete liberation, we must surpass the level that we are on now, which is where we rely and depend on one man to carry us through and to do the work for us. If we are to have our freedom, we must struggle for the freedom. For us to appreciate and understand, we have to follow the man, not sit and watch him as he does the work. To follow him means to go in his steps. That means we should be studying and we should be seeking to develop the sense of reasoning so that there's not a gap between our thinking and the thinking of Louis Farrakhan Muhammad. Because as he grows, and as the book says, and as we're taught, water seeks its own level. As this man acquires and achieves a higher degree of wisdom, if we continue to stay on the level we are and rely on all the wisdom we acquire to come from the rostrum, we will realize that sooner or later we will no longer be able to communicate with this man. We will fail to understand the actions. When he moves to make progress, we will view that wrongly. Why? Because we will be so tied and so inflexible, so unable to see other than what is right in front of our face, that we will perceive progress as deviation from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You have to realize that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's desire is for the nation to make progress. His work would not be successful if it was simply followed and repeated and started all over again. He took us through 44 years of a mission and left us at a certain level. Minister Farrakhan Muhammad, who has been divinely vested with the wisdom and the power to take us to our complete freedom, is now carrying out and fulfilling the dreams of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But God doesn't raise up a man to do a work and then fail to produce people around that man to help him. And if we don't, in a very few days, beloved, begin to demonstrate a willingness to carry our own weight, Allah will remove us and replace us with brothers and sisters who will stand up and help Minister Farrakhan. So I'm sure that all of us want to stand with him, and we will be careful that when he states he is going to speak, that we call and contact our brothers and sisters and make sure that they come out and share with us the blessings of getting some of that wisdom.